First of all, we love to welcome you all to Dubai. We love to invite you all for Expo 2020. My name is Abdallah Nazari. I'm a tour guide for this whole area, and I was born in the same area. I was with my family for 15 years in the Arabian tea house. It's still the house on the front side, which means I'm a neighbor of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, the king of Dubai. And you guys will be for His Highness like his people. They have a very beautiful smile to share with you guys, and welcome you all to Dubai. This area called Al Fahidi Historical Heritage Area. This whole area built up from 100 years back. It was full of families. It was very simple life and was very difficult life, because beside us we have a creek and was a pearl diving people living here before found the oil. Front of us was a desert, was nothing here in Dubai, but all grew up because of the great leader His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum region. Now this whole area belongs to the Dubai government. So Dubai government is this houses like museums, culture center, restaurants, hotels. We have a lot of interesting things, a lot of activities, and we have around 55 houses totally built up from 100 years back. And we have three parts of all Dubai. One of them Al Fahidi Historical Heritage Area with 55 houses. Another one is Shandagh Historical Heritage Area with the Royal Family House. It's still the Royal Family House over there. We have a lot of museum, lot of interesting things, lot of activities over there. We have two souks, Bar Dubai Souk and Bardera Souk. Between them there is a creek. You can move down from end of the Bar Dubai Souk by the traditional boat Abra. Will take you from this side of the creek to another side of the creek by 1 dirham only and 5 minutes. Another side of the creek we have a Ras Souk, Herbal Market, Spice Market, Gold Souk, Traditional Souk. We have a lot of museum, lot of interesting things, and we have two antiques area which founded here in the Emirates of Dubai in the middle of the desert. One of them Saruq Al Hadid Antiques Area, another one is Jumeirah Antiques Area, and also we have Hatta Heritage Area. Hatta Heritage Area is a little bit far from here, like 1 hour to 40 minutes. It's a fully heritage area in the middle of the mountain. They have a lot of activities over there, a lot of interesting things, and definitely we love to invite you all for Expo 2020. You'll find me always at your service. Talking about the houses which all built up from 100 years back, directly we think how about the foundation of these houses. If the foundation not strong, the house will break down. So the foundation is over there. You can see there's a shell stone and the coral stone surrounding the house from inside the house and the outside of the house. They brought out from inside the creek, the deep of the creek, 200 meters. Can you imagine how difficult was the life? It wasn't easy, but it was very difficult. But we didn't stop on that all challenge. We faced that challenge. There's another challenge in front of us. In front of us was a desert life, and it was very hot. And it was really very difficult to live in those houses without air conditioning system before 100 years back. Definitely we don't have it AC before 100 years back. But we didn't stop on that challenge also. We built up something we call wind tower. You will find it in the roof. There's a 4 gaps from 4 sides, because we don't know the air or the wind from one side will come, from right, from left, from any side will come. It go on that gaps and attract the wall. There's a cross wall inside, and there's a small hole we get in our room, a cool air or a wind. We have a room with the wind tower for the summertime, and we have a room like my room without the wind tower for the winter time to get warm. And may I ask you why the door short? I have the answer actually. All the door in this area is very short. It's for the privacy, because we are Arab and Muslim, we have our own privacy. So we used to have our Emirati national woman, traditional woman wearing shayla, abaya, and putting the burqa, sitting in the middle of the courtyard, so she can't see the man is entering the house. She have a 1 minute, 2 minutes to cover herself and putting the burqa. At the same time, when the man is entering the house, he have to reduce his head, so cannot see directly to the face of the woman. So they was very talented and simple people. We love to invite you all for Expo 2020. Let me to start what we have in this area. This house, especially this house, is for the commercial judge Muhammad Sharif Sultan Al Ulama. This house since 1931. What is special in this house? You will find all the architecture heritage design from the shell stone, coral stone, the traditional door, wind tower, and upstairs we have a largest balcony next to the creek. You can go upstairs and take nice picture to the whole of the creek from upstairs. Then from the main door to the right hand, walk down for 2 minutes, you will find in your left hand a palati house or the stamp house. Before 100 years back, we don't have the cell phone to promote UAE or Dubai to another countries. So the old way on that time was the palati and promoting by the palati. So we have all edition of the palati since the Union spread here in the UAE. Then in front of you there's a mosque. Left hand of the mosque you'll find the coins museum. It's all about the coins and the antiques of the coins which founded from our Prophet Muhammad time. We have also, it's all about the Islamic antiques coins, going to the Osmanian capital, Umayyan capital, Andalusian capital. In the same museum of the coins museum, on the first floor, we have a very unique special coins of the UAE. Then take right, you'll find in the left hand, Heritage Society House, where you can register a membership. They are traveling all over the world, searching for the antiques and historical heritage area in the all of the world. Continue to the right hand, you'll find in the left hand Tashkil House. Tashkil House is artists from the United States, from the US, and because we had a big relationship and a strong relationship with both countries, so this a very talented artist from the US. He's all arts and paint is all about the sheikhs and the royal family of the UAE. Then take left, you'll find the Dubai Old Wall. Any country have a historical heritage history should be a wall to protecting them from the syringe. Even Dubai have a wall, but because of the modern life came and because of that time, that wall all destroyed. When we came back to restore this area, we found the list of this wall which gone to the 1880. We have in the same area a big historical trees which is planted till now alive from 100 years back. Take right from the wall and the tree, you will walk down for 2 minutes, you will find in front of you Al Sarkal Foundation. It's an open art gallery museum with a small coffee shop. Next to that we have XV Art Hotel Gallery, where you can spend your 3 nights, 3 days as you like. A hotel with a few facilities, coffee shop, art gallery, museum, fashion designer shop. Take right from the hotel, walk down for 2 minutes, in front of you will find a coffee museum. It's all about the coffee and the roasts of the coffee and the antiques of the roasts of the coffee from all over the world. What's special in the coffee museum, you'll find the antiques of the roasts of the coffee going to the World War II. Next to that, we have a very huge, amazing museum called a dagger museum. You know the dagger and the traditional knife and the connection between the dagger and the Union Spirit, Sins and Union Spirit. It's very huge, amazing museum. You should visit them. Then take left from there, you will enter the courtyard that we said, Torrens courtyard. Why a Torrens courtyard? Actually, a courtyard we call between the two walls. You'll find from the start of the wall to end of the wall, and the top of that, it's all about words about the Torrens goes to the all sheikhs and royal family of the UAE. That courtyard by our language in Arabic we said Sikka. So when you take right from there, walk down for 2 minutes, in front of you, you'll find a first racing boat, traditional boat in Emirates of Dubai. It's gone to the older brother of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum. Why we put that racing boat in this area? Because this area we are attracting a lot of visitors from all over the world, and we love to say to all of them that we love to be number one in everything. So next to that, on the right hand, we have a journalist, a society museum. It's all about the historical newspaper of the UAE since the Union spread. Next to that, we have a calligraphy house where you can write your name by the Arabic. They have a workshop to learn to write by the Arabic. It's very huge. Next to that, we have His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Culture Center to more understanding about our culture, legend, the lifestyle, the way we are wearing the kandura. And they have a full tour, breakfast tour, lunch tour, dinner tour. They have a tour for the mosque, and also they have now a Heritage Express of a bus. They are taking a tour all over the Emirates of Dubai. We love to let the people from another countries to know more about our culture, legend, the lifestyle, the way we are wearing the kandura, and we love to see them wearing our kandura. We feel very happy for that. Then take right, you will find the Khaymat Al Turath restaurant. It's a fully traditional restaurant. Next to that, we have Arabian local restaurant where they are providing a very delicious camel burger. Next to that, we have Arabian tea house, fully traditional foods, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But especially in the Arabian tea house, in the same house I was born and I was living with my family for 15 years. It's still the house on the front side. So that's why I tell you I'm a neighbor of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, the king of Dubai. Walk down from the Arabian tea house to the right hand. By walking for 5 minutes, you will reach the Dubai Museum. Dubai Museum, you'll know the history of all part of Dubai since 15th century. You will feel like you are in 15th century, but unfortunately maybe they are closed because of the COVID. You have to check with the culture authority. Then came back, when you are going to the balcony, you will see beside that there's a black wall. There is an exit to come behind that black wall to the left hand, walk down next to the creek. For 5 minutes only, you will enter the souk, old market of Bar Dubai, Souk Al Kabir, Bar Dubai. There's a lot of traditional things they are selling over there. If you have a man, he can buy like us a kandura and he can wear it. We love to see another country's people wearing like us. When you walk down inside the market, you reach at the end of the market. By 5 minutes, you'll find in your right hand the boat, the traditional boat, Abra. Will take you from this side of the creek to another side of the creek by 1 dirham only and 5 minutes. Another side of the creek, we have a Ras Souk, Herbal Market, Spice Market, Gold Souk, Traditional Souk. We have a lot of museum over there. We have Dubai Municipality Museum. We have a woman museum, like you know, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, the king of Dubai, and the citizen of the Dubai. give a very big respect for the woman. So that's why we have a woman museum over there in Al Ras area. We have also Shair Al Ageli Historical Pottery Museum. It's all about the historical pottery of Al Ageli and unique things about Al Ageli and Al Ageli Museum. Then we have Al Ahmadiyya School. Al Ahmadiyya School, where was His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler by the King of Dubai, started to study in the school when he was young and kid. It's still the school over there. Talking about the boat, if you will not take the boat from end of the Bar Dubai Souk to Bardera and continue from end of the Bar Dubai Souk, by walking for 5 minutes, you will reach the Shandaga Circle area, where you find His Highness Sheikh Saeed Al Maktoum House, the grandfather of the ruler of Dubai, where was His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, the King of Dubai, was born, and it's a royal family house. It's still the house over there in Shandaga Circle area, and you can say the start of the beginning of the all historical heritage area and Emirates of Dubai, it starts just beginning from that house, because it's located, it's very best located next to the creek. We have over there in line of vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, a big major project we call Shandaga project. It's all about we launch a lot of museum over there. Now we have already met like 12 museum already ready over there. We have a documentary center to know more about all documents, signature stamps of the royal family, all documents of Dubai. We have perfume museum, we have Creek museum, we have history museum, we have traditional museum, and we have a very huge, amazing museum called Saruk Al Hadid. Saruk Al Hadid